All of us are expecting Leevon to attack off the go and Devon to go for a defensive king's move top roll to crack Leevon's wrist back and then work from there to win the super match. But what if Leevon goes on the defensive to take Devon's wrist? How does Devon deal with that? Towards the end of the most recent video on Georgian Arm Wrestling YouTube channel, we saw Leevon and Iraqi sparring on the table. Left-handed, Leevon pins Iraqi without much trouble. Then they start pulling on the right arm and Leevon immediately goes on the defensive. But the video is cut off at that point, and after that, Leevon pins Iraqi with ease with a clean top roll. So can this be an actual strategy to go for a defensive move against Devon on April 20? I think it's highly doubtful because no one is brave enough to attempt a defensive move against Devon in the first round. That's why everyone tries to go for an attack against him. And you would only want to change your strategy if you lost the first round. And since Devon's opponent at this point has lost the first round, he doesn't really have any energy left to change things up in the second or third round. Prudnik did a weird defensive move against Devon in the final round where he intentionally kicked back his wrist and started pushing with his palm so that Devon cannot hook him. That strategy didn't help him get a win, but it was good enough to hold Devon for almost a minute even in the third round, even if the first couple of rounds were really grueling long battles. So let's get back to Leevon versus Iraqi. In the next pull, Leevon stops pulling Iraqi after messing with him for some time. So let's assume the worst part. Let's say Leevon really struggled to pin Iraqi when they cut off the video. I don't think it matters, because in the past we have seen, even before Devon's first match, Leevon struggling against Iraqi in these practice pulls. And at that time people were making comparisons because Todd Hutchings said that he couldn't move Devon an inch. Todd Hutchings defeated Iraqi and Leevon was struggling against Iraqi, and that kind of built up the hype for Devon before that match. So we already understand that as fans. We are more educated now, so Leevon struggling against Iraqi wouldn't have bothered Leevon fans as much. Maybe it could have given more confidence to Devon fans, but I think overall it wouldn't have mattered that much. And personally, I think this hiding of workouts and practice pulls, this thing is not working out well for Leevon. If anything, it is showing some kind of weakness in his game, some kind of lack of confidence that he's displaying through these videos. And day by day, it's looking better for Devon. Thanks for watching, like the video and subscribe.